Hello, I'm Nancy Perlman, here in Malaysia. This Southeast Asian country of more than 28 million people is known for its diverse cultural communities of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Indigenous people. On this edition of ECONEWS, we explore this heritage in the capital city of Kuala Lumpur. Stay with us as we see historical places and traditional song and dance. I'm here in Independence Square, the heart of old Kuala Lumpur. Many years ago, when I first visited, there wasn't all this traffic and no skyscrapers. I'm pleased to see that they're renovating the old colonial buildings as well as the polo cricket field.
On this field, the British flag was lowered and the new Malaysian flag was raised. The history of Kuala Lumpur started 150 years ago. It was then a small tin town. Later, the British, when they first set up the settlement in the island of Penang, then later on they started trading in Selangor. When the British came in, they signed an agreement to do only trading. But we had two Chinese clans fighting for the business. There were riots, and that's where the British offered the Sultan of Selangor assistance to come in, and that's where the British slowly came into the political life of Kuala Lumpur. Surrounding the Independence Square are historical buildings. Behind me is the Sultan Abdul Samad building. To build the Sultan Abdul Samad building, the colonial government set up a special place called Brickfields, later to become a residential area by itself. Just opposite the Sultan Abdul Samad building is the Selangor Club, which is more than 127 years old. And what is so great about this club? It was at that time, during the colonial time, it was only meant for the whites. In the center of the square is the highest flagpole now in Southeast Asia.
Hello, my name is Yan. I'm from Kuala Lumpur City Gallery. So we are here now in our Kuala Lumpur City Gallery, which is include the past, present, and future of Kuala Lumpur.
Right here, there's so much to see. We're here in the Kuala Lumpur City Gallery in a beautiful heritage building. This place shows artwork, handmade out of wonderful wood, sustainable wood,
Yes,
correct?
Sustainable sources. Yeah, we are also using different species of wood to achieve different color tones. Here you can see the largest model in Kuala Lumpur, which is 40 feet by 50 feet, and also you can see the history prints and photo all over the wall, and also you can see our wooden frame art inside our gallery. And also we are using durian wood and gelatin wood, which is sustainable sources, to make it as a frame.
And this is so unusual that you're allowing me to
Yes.
touch the wood,
Yes, you need to
touch
feel
the
it.
art. It is
Yes.
beautiful to look at and lovely
Yeah.
to touch as well.
Yes, you can touch the wood and feel the wood grain, because every piece is individual and also unique.
I'm here at Batu Caves, ready to climb the 272 steps to get to the sacred temple inside these beautiful limestone formations. I see monkeys everywhere. They're native to the area, they're protected, but of course, like any wild animal, we shouldn't be feeding them.
We are here at Batu Caves, a sacred place for Hindus, about 8 miles away from downtown Kuala Lumpur. Batu Caves, interestingly, was discovered by an American naturalist, William Donohue, in the 19th century. It became a temple for the Hindus. Hindus believe caves are sacred. Likewise, those Indians who came from South India to Malaysia to work in the rubber plantations believe that caves are where places God and goddesses reside. The state government and the Hindu temple committee decided to put up the statue of Lord Murugan, the golden statue. Lord Murugan, the son of Lord Shiva and goddess Shakti. Inside the cave temple, the main temple is called the Sri Subramaniam Temple. Now we have overcome the 272 steps, and now we are at the entrance of the cave. And the first temple we come across is the Idumban Temple. He is considered the god of Lord Murugan. Behind me is the Sri Valaduir Temple, the main temple in the caves. And Hindu gods have several names, and they take different forms. It's now, the priest is now serving out some blessings or some other wood, and they place it on the forehead of the devotees.
I've just been blessed with good luck from the priest here at the main temple. Thank you. We've just climbed another 47 steps to get to the end of the caves. There are a lot of temples in here.
Yes, at the moment we are in the third temple, and appears that the priest has blessed you with a potu, the red potu on your forehead, and he has placed ash. You're supposed to bring good health, luck, and prosperity.
These are fascinating limestone caves.
Look at the
so
formations, beautiful formations.
Beautiful formations indeed. Absolutely stunning. And wildlife is enjoying it too.
Yes, yes. When someone passes away, they need a companion. Normally they will just let go a hen, a rooster in the temple. And so they will roam around.
I'm here in the Petronas Twin Towers, the tallest twin towers in the world, at 1,222 feet. The view of Kuala Lumpur is magnificent.
Welcome to Petronas Twin Towers, Malaysia. We are now at level 41 with a height of 560 feet from the street level. The Petronas Twin Towers are currently the tallest twin tower in the world, standing at 1,493 feet, consists of 88 stories. The bridge in between the towers was located at level 41 and level 42, and function of the bridge is actually as emergency evacuation routes and also as a link between the two towers for the employees of Petronas. The name of Petronas it was taken from Petroleum National. Beside the twin towers, we have a few development areas and also the park that we have in our precincts. The park is actually about 53 acres land, and it's free actually. This is our solar photovoltaic panels that we have installed on the rooftop of shopping mall, and we use 7 types of photovoltaic panels. By using these photovoltaic panels, we can save the energies about 40% of shopping mall energy usage.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are now at the Scar Bridge of the Petronas Twin Towers, and it weighs about 750 tons. Both towers are completed in about a time of 2.5 years, which the construction was started in 1st June in 1994, and it completed about June of 1996. The first batch of Petronas staff moved in 1997, and the official opening of the tower is on 31st of August in 1999.
Even though this was green screened, I am here at the towers, and this will be my proof. I'm at the bottom of the towers, I've been to the top, in the middle, and I thank you very much. I'm standing in front of the world's largest pewter tankard. I'm wondering who can drink all the beer out of this mug. A few years ago, Kuala Lumpur had the tallest buildings in the world. These are replicas of those twin towers, but they're 50 times smaller and made out of tin cups.
Hello, you're welcome to Royal Selangor Visitor Center.
How tall are these and how many cups are here?
And this is a 30 feet high and 7,062 pieces.
That's a lot.
So Royal Selangor is started in 1885. So this company 129 years old. Our founder, Mr. Yong Kun, he came from China to Malaysia to start the pewter business. So first introduce you is about currency. They are in 17th to 19th century. They were using tin to make it as an animal's form used as a currency. Crocodile to go for exchange. So the value is based on the weight. Yeah. So this is made by tin in a currency. So because in the process like polishing or cutting, so we take out a lot of scrap. We call it pewter shaving. So all the shaving we can recycle. No wasting. So all the items we are cut from the mold, they are molded out. Then we go to the machine to cut into the standard thickness. So for the roughness, we are come here for polish. Can recycle. So this is our whole process. There's a pewter melted by 250 degrees Celsius. So now the using the mold to mold the handle. That's our handle. On the wall, you see a lot of handprint. And those staff, you work for the company above 5 years, you can make a handprint for memory. So before we go to the factory tour, we have the welcome drink. There's the lemonade in the pewter cup.
So I really get to feel what drinking out of pewter is like.
Yes.
That's great. Jocelyn is going to show me how to make my own pewter pendant. And I've chosen from numerous samples a tree, of course, as an environmentalist. So I have to get prepared, use proper items, put on my apron, and you're going to then, here's the mold, but let's wait till we see what happens. We take the powder, you say? What do I do with it? I just do this? And what's the powder do?
Makes the texture more fine.
This is a really fun experience. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, here we are. I'm with one of the members of the founding family. She is third generation. She's going to tell us some of the stories about this important place.
Hello, I'm Datin Chen. I want to tell you my favorite story. I'm Datin Chen. My grandfather started this business. This is my grandfather. He came here when he was 14. He was an apprentice silversmith. He came from this part of China, Shantou, down to Kuala Lumpur, in a junk like that. I want to tell you a story about this pot. This is a very special pot. During the war, long before all of you were born, the bombs were falling on a nearby town, and people were running into the railway go down to look for rice and sugar. So this man called Aham, he went in, he saw the bags of rice and sugar, and then he saw this old pot on the floor. He bent down to pick up this pot. Just as he bent down, a bomb fell, and the shrapnel whisked past his head. So we like to think this was a lucky pot. It saved his life. If he had not bent down, there would be no story. This square was my grandfather's stamp on the bottom of that old pot. So the staff said, hey, that pot was made by your grandfather. So we sent my husband back to the man and said, please sell us the pot. He scolded my husband, you must be crazy, he said. This is my lucky pot, it saved my life. How can I sell it to you? But after a long time, he knew he was getting old, so he agreed to sell the pot to us.
I'm so impressed by the wonderful work that is being done here at the factory. Every item is gorgeous, but I'm also impressed by the fact that your company is committed to conservation and preservation of tigers.
Yes, some of my staff, they've been going on jungle trips to help to look out for tiger footprints and tiger tracks.
Well, thank you so very much for caring and being such a responsible company.
Thank you. I want to give you each a book. This book tells you about the history of the company and the country. Enjoy it.
I will certainly enjoy reading it, but I need you to autograph it for
Sure.
me. We've had a great time at your factory,
and store. Thank you so very, very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Please come again.
We're here at Songkat for an exciting evening of food, music, and dance. From colonial mansions to modern skyscrapers, Kuala Lumpur and Penang present the new Malaysia. The rich tapestry of culture and history makes these cities a great entry to see the marvels of this country. I look forward to returning again to see the continuing changes. I'm Nancy Perlman for our nonprofit organization, Educational Communications and ECONEWS, wishing you a natural, unspoiled environment.